So I wonder, I don't know if you remember this, but there was a time in, I want to say after 9/11, the aughts where shareholder activism became a real thing and people started sort of hijacking corporate shareholder meetings, driving some of these radical agendas. And I think that's perhaps the origins of this. And I don't know the origins
Mhm.
of the absolute dominance of ESG standards. I'm still baffled as to why the entirety of corporate culture has to comply with that. But these are the new rules. Maybe you
Yeah.
know.
I don't know. I mean, I'm still sort of wrestling this one as well because I think a lot of people think, outsiders think, well, they're financially rewarded for chasing these, getting on these lists. And if that's true, I was not aware of it as the president of the brand. But I will tell you, we actively chased getting on these lists. And, um, I think part of it is within corporate structures, the heads of human resources have gained a lot of power. They used to be considered a support function, and now they're sort of a peer, and they have a lot of power. The teams have grown. When you grow your team, you have a bigger footprint, you have more power. And between HR and the head of corporate communications, like we campaign to get on these lists.
Yeah.
And HR and CorpCom, you need to be on this list if you want to be a great employer brand, if you want to be respected, if you want these groups to like you. Um, I actually think if we didn't get on them, it would make no difference. Who looks at one of those lists before they take a job or buy a product? No one. But we believed it was important because HR and CorpCom. So we campaigned to get on them every year. And that sets a framework that these are the things that matter. So that gets me to Bud Light. Whether or not Alyssa Heinerscheid was told to do this, and I doubt she was, the framework was in place that this is what mattered. We were all sort of aware that this is what mattered. I will also say, I think she made the decision on her own. Like, it isn't weird that somebody of her level would make that decision on their own. I didn't see every influencer that we, worked with. I would have been I would have slowed everything down. But the framework was there, and everyone she knew thought it was a great idea. So it never entered her mind that this would happen and that they would lose 20, they were down, I think, 24% for just the month of April in retail sales.
I watched her explanation of it, which was obviously given before it blew up in her face. But
Yeah.
she clearly had no understanding or no cultural connection or empathy with Bud Light drinkers, and almost spoke of them with disdain as
She did.
bros. I think is what she said. Um,
Right.
I
I mean,
yeah,
yeah.
I feel like you should at least try to figure out who your existing customer base is before you try to expand it.